name is Young Baca. You tuned into the Brand Split podcast. My co-host, my sidekick.
Yo, it's Brian. I think I should start saying Brand Split.
That's fine. We can do that.
So.
I don't feel like you have. I don't know. You don't have the leadership skills to get it going.
I could. All right, next episode.
Right,
I'll start off.
So next episode we'll start off and we see how it goes.
Yeah, I'll say Brand Split correctly too.
That's fine. But I add a little bit of flavor to it, a little bit of character.
It's your New York accent, man.
You have to be hotter than your sweater, right?
That's all right. It's the first time I wear a sweater in like over a year. So
it's 85 degrees outside. You decide to
it's
throw
not
on a
85
sweater.
degrees outside.
Yeah, it's close to 85 degrees.
You need to chill out.
All right.
It's 85 degrees inside.
Yeah. How you feeling, man? It's been a while since we talked. It's been a couple weeks.
Since the last podcast, I got really sick and I got an ear infection. So it's been a bad month so far.
What happened? You were dehydrated?
I was sick and I was a little dehydrated.
Only happens to white people, dehydration.
I guess it
only happens to white people. You've never seen a black man or you've never seen a Mexican say that they were dehydrated. Never. Not once.
All right,
so what happened? You woke up, you just weren't feeling good?
Yeah, like I was feeling whatever, and then one morning I woke up and I was coughing up a bunch of phlegm.
Nice.
And then I
don't know why phlegm is so funny.
and then like I just been in and out of the doctor's office for like the last 3 weeks.
So what happened then? You got an ear infection?
Yeah, and I could barely hear out of my left ear.
What do you think it was? You just woke up one day.
I actually think it was the sickness, like
you got
prolonging
some phlegm.
itself.
Got some phlegm up in your ears.
Probably.
So you good now? What's going on?
I'm recovering, but I'm all right.
So soft, dude. So soft. You had an ear infection. You're dehydrated.
Yeah, but I can't hear out of my ear. I sound
it's a little bad.
Okay, I'm trying to order something at Subway, and the guy's trying to ask me for something. I just based on the fact that I've been to Subway before, I know how to get through the process.
You know how to go through the motion.
But they're asking me shit. I have no idea
dude,
what they're saying.
Subway. Subway's awful.
I had like $5. They had like a $5 sub day.
And so he's like giving you sign language to get through your sandwich.
No, he'll be like, "Hey, so like, that's what I would hear."
Yeah.
And then I'd be like, "Lettuce, tomato."
And he just thinks you're an idiot, right?
Yeah. Like he actually said something, and I was just like, I just put my hands up, like I don't know, and he kind of looked offended.
He was probably telling a joke, and you just like nodded it off. Right?
Yeah, I was like, "Nah, man, you're not funny."
So you were in the hospital, right?
It was just urgent care.
Oh, okay, so that's not that bad at all.
Yeah.
Does the Tumex situation scare you a little bit about what happened to Tumex?
A little bit, like it raises awareness that like I'm overweight.
No,
so.
I mean it's not like in I know you hate this, but like in hip hop culture, we don't take care of ourselves. You know, we're in the club every night, we're at shows every night, we're drinking every single night, no sleep, and it catches up to you. And I think that whole Tumex situation really opened a lot of people's eyes up to.
Oh yeah,
you gotta take care of yourself, dude. Dude's not. He lost a leg, man, and they said he could have died. You know,
I'm intrigued on how his career will continue. I'm pretty sure he'll still be able to do shows.
But how do you do shows? Like, well, I mean, I assume that he's. I don't know Tumex. I've never spoken to Tumex, but I assume he's going to get a prosthetic leg.
You think so? Okay.
Thanks for my sidekick over here. Told me that. Announce things. And then what? But you can't be jumping up and down. You can't be jumping up on stage like that. I don't think he's doing a lot of jumping up and down on stage anyways.
Yeah, people just still appreciate. He just stands there and kind of wiggles his fingers a little bit. He could do that in a wheelchair or something.
You look like Tumex.
I look like Tumex?
You look like Tumex.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying it's bad or anything. Have you ever been to a Tumex show?
Yeah, I've been to
I've never seen a Tumex show before.
They're interesting.
Yeah?
It's more so like it's interesting to see the fans really into it than seeing Tumex perform in a way.
You're shocked that the fans are into it?
Like, the fans get like really into it. He has like a cult following.
Yeah, he has. That's why he's able to do what he does, right?
Yeah.
Dude, the next Tumex show that he does is going to be huge.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be probably the biggest show of his life. I would think so.
I'm
sure he's performed internationally or something, but you know what I mean.
And then plus, your clip was lost since last time we talked too.
Yeah, it's true.
They didn't only lose. They just it was the way they went out was unbelievable.
They just fell apart, like when you see a statue and the arm falls off, and that's what it was.
The most Clipper day in Clipper history.
Yeah,
that's
what. Yeah.
And it's not like Chris Paul did anything outrageous. He went in to get the ball, tried to steal the ball. He spent it maybe 1 million times his life, and he breaks his finger.
How do you feel about the Lakers getting the second pick?
I would be excited if we had the first pick. Who do you think the first pick is going to be?
Probably Ben Simmons.
Yeah, I was hoping that they would go with the other guy, Ingram, and then we get Ben Simmons.
Yeah, you guys need Ben Simmons more than I think Philly does, to be honest.
Listen, Philly just takes number one picks, and they take players, and they just destroy their careers.
Yeah.
How many number 1 picks are on the team right now?
Well,
just sitting
technically, I guess this is the first number 1 pick since Allen Iverson, but they've had a top 3 pick in the last
and what's happened
4 years or something.
You have Okafor out there fighting people in the club. 7'4" man just swinging at people, and he doesn't understand why people are upset with him.
I feel like to get drafted by the Sixers, you have to have like a torn ACL before the draft.
Before you go in.
Yeah.
That's one of the things they ask you, right?
Yeah.
Most teams, if you have something wrong with you, they'll be like, all right, we're going to step off. 76ers are intrigued by that.
Yeah, they're like, cool, that means that we'll draft you, but we'll sign a bunch of D-League players to replace you.
Man, I'm excited about the Lakers pick. I just hope that, I'm not super up on D'Angelo Russell. I'm not happy about his performance. I don't think he's going to become.
Are you not happy with his performance
superstar.
because of what he did? Plus, he's been kind of average.
If you're gonna, I think we spoke about this last time. If you're gonna but if you're not gonna raise the expectations, the best thing you do is at least be a good teammate. Yeah. At least be a good cheerleader. At least not bring any more distractions to the team. And you're over here Snapchatting this dude talking about how he's cheating on his wife, and then you're shocked that somebody downloaded it. Yeah. I mean, the least that he could do is be a good teammate, and if you can't even do that, I don't know. And no one's going to trust him in the locker room now. Yeah. How would you feel openly bonding with D'Angelo Russell, talking to him about your life, and you don't know if this guy has a wire on him or something?
Yeah, but it's one of those things where he was the top pick last year.
Yeah,
I would say just to cut half the tension, you got to get rid of Nick Young.
Yeah, you should get rid of Nick Young anyways. Nick Young's a pile of trash.
He thinks he's like an 89 overall on 2K, but he's like a 64.
No, dude, he thinks he's J.R. Smith. J.R. Smith isn't that good. J.R. Smith isn't that good, but he sometimes he gets hot, and when he gets hot, it makes up for his games where he's like 5 for 25 at the 3 line. You know what I'm saying? He's not that good of a player, but sometimes he gets hot. I think you get rid of Nick Young. I think. Dude, I mean, you have to keep D'Angelo Russell because, in fairness, you have to give him time to develop as a player. He's still like 19, 20 years old. When I was 20 years old, I wasn't, Snapchatting people talking about Gina on the Weiss, but I was doing some stupid stuff. And I'm sure you were doing some stupid stuff too. Yeah. 25 now, you're still doing stupid things. So
so are you.
Yeah, a lot of stupid things. So I hope he develops, but then the whole coaching situation too, and just the whole organization. I like Luke Walton, but let's not forget with the team that he was coaching that there was already a good foundation. He just took it over, as opposed to him taking the 76ers, taking them to the 8th seed in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying?
There's no argument on this. Yeah, I agree.
See, this should just be our podcast.
Yeah,
I just say shit. You agree with it?
I actually thought he took the Lakers team too soon. They should have had more of a foundation before he took over. He should have waited maybe a year or two.
Yeah,
the job would have been open.
I don't know, but you never know. Maybe somebody gets hired, they do a average job, they keep him on for another year, and now that has to be his dream coaching job, right?
Yeah, I would say it's his dream coaching job, but I also think he wants to succeed.
Whatever your dream job is, what's your dream job?
I actually want to get into coaching.
Doing this?
Yeah.
You want to coach?
If I'm not coaching, it's doing a podcast with Young Baca.
There you go. You're living your dreams, man.
Every weekend.
Listen, if you want your dream job and your dream job wants you jump on it, right? Even if maybe you're not ready for it.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Your instincts will kick in and you'll just do it. But from the outside looking in, I think he should have waited.
Yeah, but like I said, you never know. Maybe somebody gets hired, they do an okay job, and now he missed his opportunity to be the Lakers head coach.
Because he still may, or he'll win maybe a couple championships with the Warriors as an assistant coach, and that's good. That's just still good on your resume.
But then, what do you keep doing that?
You do that until you don't have to take the Lakers job.
Okay, so what happens? So you just continue to be the Golden State assistant coach?
Well, he's in his 30s. The Laker job will be open in his lifetime at some point.
I understand, but he thinks he's ready now. Like I said, if your dream job came calling, Young Baca says, hey, let's do a podcast together, you'd be like, all right, let's do it, and you jump on it. Even if you don't think you're ready for it, you're gonna start doing it.
I wasn't ready for this.
And now I'm dragging you along, and we'll make it happen.
Now that Young Baca hit me up, speaking of J.R. Smith, how was it growing up in New York?
It was awesome. It was great stuff. I don't think J.R. Smith is from New York, though.
Yeah, he's got like a New York tat on his neck.
All black dudes are from New York.
For the most part.
Yeah, mostly. So the Clippers got any chance, or they're done? You have to blow the team up, right?
This year, I think they're keeping the team together, and then their contracts are all up.
What do you keep doing? You just keep doing the same. You keep just trying the same thing, same formula, and hoping that this year's gonna be different.
If you think about it, they should have gone out of the second round 2 years ago, but they blew it. And last year, this year, they had a bunch of injuries. So if you think about it, if they keep the team together, they should at least get to the conference finals.
If somebody is constantly injured, does that make them a bad player?
No.
No?
I think...
But isn't that part of your body and your body giving up on you?
I think it's more sad than it is testament of how good you are.
Well, I mean, but that's
some injuries
your body,
are just bad
though.
luck, and then they linger.
Well, so you're not that good of a player then. If you can't produce what you're supposed to produce, you're not that good. You can't just blame it on injuries, right?
Well, you could to an extent. Like Ken Griffey Jr. is one of the best baseball players of all time, but that guy for the last decade of his career just couldn't stay on the field for more than 50 games.
So maybe he wasn't as good as everyone says he was.
I think he's one of the best players of all time.
I love Ken Griffey Jr., but if you can't stay on the field, you can't say you're one of the best.
I beg to differ.
Nah, I disagree, and you're wrong. But we'll move on. We'll move on to the situation. That's fine. So Blake Griffin's a douchebag. I don't know how you could chill for those guys. So is Chris Paul. He's just a fucking douchebag, man. Even though he's like the nicest guy ever, I can't stand the guy.
I don't even know how you're arguing this with Kobe being like the biggest dick of the NBA
he's not.
for the last
He's not.
decade.
Kobe's not sociable. He doesn't enjoy hanging out with people. That's not the type of dude that he is. But
that's a punk ass excuse.
What? He doesn't get along well with other people.
He's not. So just because like Blake Griffin socks out some guy who called him a bitch.
Come on, dude. But
Chris Paul plays hard.
Do you think that if Blake Griffin was on a contract deal, he would have done that?
He wouldn't have done it.
I bet you he wouldn't have. Now that he got his money, he's out there wilding out.
I don't think in that moment he's thinking, "Oh shit, I'm on a contract here. I shouldn't punch this guy."
No, but you should be. That comes with being a professional. You got to handle yourself differently.
Well, there's a lot of professionals who are getting themselves into trouble. Like, at least Blake Griffin's not criminally like getting like that has a DUI or anything. He punched out. The guy could have sued him.
Punch out a guy half his size isn't that great of an accomplishment.
Yeah, I'm not saying I'm proud of the moment. Actually, he hurt his hand and he missed more games because of it.
And you're a professional. Your job is to keep on the court. And if you're punching people that's affecting you staying on the court, you're not a good professional. And you're a fucking punk ass guy.
I think you just have a bias toward the Clippers. I don't like
the Clippers because every time you get within 2 inches of the Clippers, they flop on the floor, get mad at the referee for not calling the foul, and that's all they do is bitch. I don't know how you could be happy with that.
I just think they're very competitive, man.
Okay, so what about flopping in the NBA? How do you feel about that? You think it's a part of the game?
To an extent, yeah, because everyone,
and that's why you're a Clippers fan.
That's not why I'm a Clippers fan.
Yeah, if you think that's part of the game, then you
had
want.
Vlade Divac on the Lakers for like ever, and that guy
and he invented the flop.
flopping.
I agree 100%, and that's not a good thing for Vlade Divac to do, and that's why they shipped him out and we got Kobe.
Yeah,
case solved, buddy.
But he was a Laker, man.
So what happens? Clippers just gonna go out in the second round again next year?
Maybe.
That's a great. You seem really confident in your squad, right?
To be honest, as a Clippers fan, we're not like Laker fans who get super overconfident with our team.
Yeah.
As Clippers fans, we've had like decades of crap.
You're the woman that's been beaten on her whole life.
Yeah, like before you start talking about the playoffs, we get a little like, hey,
yeah,
like I'm not ready yet.
You're the woman that's been beaten her whole life. She got in a relationship with her high school sweetheart when she was 17.
Yeah,
he just beat her ass every night. She finally gets out of the relationship, and a dude's just super nice to her, just not doing anything over the top, just not hitting her, and she's like super super happy with that. That's what you are. As long as you get to the playoffs, you guys are cool.
Yeah, right? To be honest,
as long as you don't get beat at night.
To be honest, 6 to 7 years ago, just being in the playoff
was a big deal.
Contention was like everything we asked for.
Yeah.
And now that we've been in the playoffs a lot, there's a lot of disappointment. But to me, it's not about the championships and all that.
How can it not be about the championship?
No, like I want them to win a championship. Don't get me wrong.
So sports, the only thing about sports is winning and losing.
No, chill out, boy. I want them to win a championship. I want that more than anything in my life, to be honest. but I appreciate this stretch of the Clippers being good because I know it could go back to them being the worst team in basketball.
Again, you're just happy that your man's not beating you at night. That's cool.
To be honest,
the fact that you're just not getting beat is cool.
No, to be honest, like at least Clipper fans appreciate where the Clippers are at.
I don't think
Laker fans.
No, I'm not happy. You're
Laker fans,
and you shouldn't be happy. You should want to win a championship every year.
Yeah, but
you should want to be the best podcast
but the Laker
every time you step in
fans
front of the mic.
constantly trash their players and.
What players do we trash?
Okay, when you guys had, you want to get back to this argument? When you guys had Dwight Howard.
Yeah, but
you guys called that guy a baby back bitch every day, and he wanted to leave.
But he proved that he is a baby back bitch, all right? Every city he goes to, he has the same issues.
Yeah, I'm not saying
every city he goes to, the players say this guy
he
doesn't play hard, he doesn't appreciate it, he doesn't take the game seriously.
But I'm saying like ever since Dwight Howard was the best center you guys had since then, right?
Yeah, since back, dude. Bynum was just as successful as Dwight.
Yeah, but you guys got rid of Bynum. He's a baby
but
too.
Bynum is an immature dude, just not a professional. He doesn't take it serious. He comes in camp out of shape. But Dwight Howard's getting ran out of Houston right now.
Yeah.
So I think
it's a contract here, right?
Yeah, he's out. He's gone.
Do you think he's gonna take a pay cut to play for a contender or take the max?
I think he's just gonna take. I don't think he cares about winning. That's what everyone says. He doesn't care about winning or losing the game.
I think he cares about trying to look good, but
what do you mean look good?
Like I think he wants to put numbers up, but
he doesn't put up that good of numbers.
Not anymore.
I mean, dude, honestly, in his defense, and I hate Dwight Howard. I think he's a bitch, but in his defense, he didn't get the ball in Houston as much as he should have got it.
Yeah,
because you have James Harden just chucking up shots.
This is just one of my things. Like I admit Dwight Howard's not professional, like you like to say,
bitch.
But he's still one of the top 5 centers in the league, and I think he needs to be respected for that.
You think he's a top 5 center right now?
Top 5. Name.
Yeah, but that's you got to understand that the big man isn't what the big man used to be.
So like the NBA plays a lot smaller now.
Yeah, the NBA is a lot smaller.
So he's one of the top 5 centers.
Yeah, okay. So that's not saying much though. Saying he's one of the top 5 centers in a small ball era of NBA basketball is not saying much that he's one of the top 5 centers, right?
Yeah, but it's still something you have to, so if your team, like let's say you have a coach that plays very traditional, and you need a center, you're gonna look at Dwight Howard.
I understand, but who's doing that now?
I know actually the Thunder's doing it. They're playing multiple centers on the court sometimes.
Yeah, but you can't say the Thunder are playing traditional basketball when the point guard takes the most shots out of anybody. That's not traditional basketball.
Yeah, well, he's also okay. Because this is an argument I want to make too. Do you think that the Thunder have the two of the top 5 players in the league?
Yeah, I think so.
You think Russell and Durant's top 5?
I think so. I think Durant's stock fell a little bit.
Okay.
Do you think that Russell Westbrook leapfrogged Durant and he's the better player now?
I don't know. There's a part of me that think he takes a lot of stupid shots, so I'd rather have Durant.
Yeah, but dude, he's a baller, man, and he plays 100 miles a minute.
He does.
I don't like him now, but if he comes to Lakers, I'm super stoked if he comes to Lakers.
If I was putting together a basketball team, I think I'd want maybe a more traditional point guard. But at the same time, you can't, like, if he was in my lap, I would be like, oh, yeah, I got Russell Westbrook.
But, I mean, Steph Curry isn't a traditional point guard either.
He, in my opinion, is a shooting guard.
Yeah, well, but he's playing the point.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So saying the top 5 center isn't that big of a deal.
Yeah, but if you want a big guy... Okay, he's one of the top 5 rim protectors in the league, then.
Yeah, okay. But I don't see that, like... How much longer are you going to hold on to that? Because you could see that every year he's declining a little bit by little bit. Plus, he's a bitch, too, so that doesn't help your case. No, I'm serious, though. If your numbers are declining, you're not as aggressive as you used to be, you don't put up as much numbers as you used to, your defense isn't as good as it used to be, the best thing you do is be a great professional. It doesn't take skill to be a good professional.
The only argument I'll make, and this is not a good one, to be honest.
That's great. That's great for the podcast. The fact that you're like, yeah, my arguments aren't that good.
Is he pretty much by himself led the Orlando Magic to a championship?
Yeah. Okay. And
100%. And then he was like, you know what? I can't do this myself. I need to go to the Lakers. And then that didn't work out. Yeah. Okay, so now I'm going to go to Houston.
Well, he didn't like the Lakers because maybe Kobe was a little bit too hard on him.
Yeah, so
because Kobe and Dwight are completely different.
So
opposites.
I think he had a hard time transitioning from being the guy in Orlando to being maybe Kobe's sidekick, and then now being Harden's sidekick.
But Kobe wanted him to shine. Kobe wanted him to. But you don't think Kobe wanted him to average a double-double every game?
I think Kobe looked at Dwight as this is my last chance at a championship, and they got like the 8th seed that year.
Yeah.
And they were probably the best 8th seed team of all time.
They got swept, man. Nah, because you had an 8 seed beat a 1 seed before.
That's true.
You had
but on paper, I would say
talent-wise, it would look good. It looks
you were
really
going
good.
into that playoffs like this might be the best 8th seed of all time.
I got you. And Dwight Howard didn't live up to expectation. So the best thing you do is be a
didn't live up to expectations.
You're right. I could say the Lakers, but he was a major part of that, though. We could both agree.
Yeah, I would agree. You know, when you're playing unhappy, you're not going to play well.
So he hasn't been happy the last 5 years?
I would say he hasn't been happy.
Okay, so what do you do? Listen, you think the guys that are playing for the Sixers are super happy right now?
I would say a lot of them are D-League players. I would say they're stoked.
Nah, not. You think the top 3 draft picks, like we discussed, are super happy right now?
I would say they would rather be winning.
Yeah,
but I think the rest of the roster,
even the D-League players would be happy.
I would say they would be happy to be winning, but a lot of those players would not be playing the NBA if they were not on the Sixers.
I'm just saying, there's a lot of people that aren't happy at where they're at right now.
I would say so,
but that's what makes it professional.
Well,
you could have a bad day, but that doesn't mean you go do a shitty job at your work.
How old is Dwight Howard?
He has to be at least 30 now.
Okay, so
30 years old, you better have your act together, right? We all clear on that?
Yeah, I'll say he's an adult.
Yeah, I think so. At 30 years old, right?
She should take this off season to pretty much look back and say, what do I need to do to be happy?
It's not about being. Listen. I'm all for being happy.
Well, the thing is,
listen, the guy's sitting on millions of dollars. He never has to work another day in his life. If he decided to walk away from the NBA right now, he'd be good to go. But what were you saying that you're not happy because you're not getting the ball?
No, I would say, okay, let's put it this way. Like,
He's a fucking bitch.
If he needs to win a championship to be happy, take a pay cut and go play for San Antonio.
They would eat him alive in San Antonio. Popovich would eat Dwight Howard alive.
He would, but you know what? I think Popovich is the best coach.
I think so too. But Popovich wouldn't put up with Dwight Howard not killing if he wins or loses.
Maybe Dwight needs a coach like Popovich.
Maybe Dwight needed Kobe to be extra hard on him, but he couldn't handle it. You think Popovich is going to be?
I think it's different coming from your coach than coming from your player. Because
Kobe was the closest thing to a player coach that we had, right?
Yeah, but he's still some guy who's pretty much has the same role on the roster as you.
The disrespect about Kobe is unbelievable. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
The thing about Kobe to me is he's one of the best players of all time. I respect him.
He doesn't sound like you respect him.
But I live in Southern California, and all I hear is Kobe, yeah. And I'm like,
and you know what? If you lived in New York during the Yankees, you would hear Jeter.
Yeah.
It's that you're mad because Laker fans are happy with Kobe.
No, I'm just saying, like,
you don't like because it's too mainstream for you. It's too.
He's not perfect.
Kobe's not cool.
Perfect. That's
Nobody
why
says he's perfect. I've told you he's made mistakes.
Yeah.
In his
So
life.
what I'm saying is,
Kobe went in front of millions and said he made a mistake in his life.
So like, if I lived in New York though, and I heard Jeter, I would be like, no, he's not the best shortstop in the game.
Because that's your attitude, or that's your personality. It's too mainstream.
I just feel like I have a very universal, unbiased.
You're just smarter than everybody else. That's what.
Because to be honest, the only reason I'm defending the Clippers is because you're trashing them.
Yeah, because Clippers are bitches.
To be honest, I trash the Clippers. You should hear when I'm in the apartment. I'm talking shit on the Clippers all the fucking time.
I got you, man.
So,
sorry.
So,
Vodka Quavez is upset that I was clicking my ball. You don't put pants on if somebody comes over to your place of work, your studio. Will we record your part? You don't put on some pants?
I was in my underwear earlier. This is an upgrade.
So that's an upgrade being your basketball shirt.
I'd rather have you in your underwear, dude. All right.
So what does Dwight Howard do? Who does he sign? He don't eat him alive in San Antonio.
Do you think that's why I asked? Do you think he's going for the max or the championship?
I think he's going for the max.
So
Dwight Howard doesn't care if he wins or loses. So championships don't mean anything to him.
Maybe he goes back to Orlando.
No, he's not going back to Orlando.
Who needs a center?
I don't think Orlando would take him back.
Who still plays traditional ball that would use a center?
Like I said, there's not that many cats.
What about?
You want to go to Utah?
Okay, well, what about New York?
Mm-hmm. New York's a graveyard for players like Dwight Howard.
Because if you think about it, if you went to New York, Carmelo doesn't look like he complains too much.
Are you kidding me?
Well, that's why I said too much compared to like Kobe and like. I would say Carmelo at pretty much January is just like, well, the season's done.
Yeah.
So
honestly, I don't think Carmelo cares about winning or losing either. Carmelo's happy making his money living in New York, going to every party, going to every concert. He doesn't care about winning or losing. Yeah. So maybe him and Dwight Howard would be a great fit.
Yeah, maybe they would be. I actually think Well, if you, in my opinion, I feel like Dwight Howard would make up for the fact that Carmelo doesn't play defense.
Yeah.
And Carmelo would make up for the fact that Dwight can't make a basket.
James Harden is probably the worst defensive player of all time, and Dwight Howard didn't make up for it much. Do you see the highlights of James Harden just not playing defense?
Oh, he doesn't even care.
Yeah,
dude.
he doesn't care, man. He doesn't care.
And
you know what? If I'm Dwight Howard, that would piss me off too. So I can see what you're saying. So you just expect me to clean up your mess, but you don't even try, right? You just knock over the milk and you expect me to pick it up.
Yeah.
You don't even try to put the cap on the milk. You just expect me to mop it up.
There's a part of me, like, getting back to your argument that how he's a baby, there's a part of me that just says, like, you know what? You rebound and defend well, just go out there and do that.
Yeah, but that's being a professional.
But I think he looks at himself as, like, I'm an all-star. I need to be putting up 20 points.
He hasn't been an all-star in a long time.
Yeah, he's like, I need to be putting up 20 points so I could get that max contract.
You know, Dwight Howard travels with 2 sports psychologists, and he said that he's scared to shoot the ball.
Yeah, he's scared because he's I heard that he's afraid to fail or something like that, or because he shot too much.
So
one
then
time.
That's fine. So then you'll be scared to fail. You could be on the Utah Jazz and you'll be fine.
Hey, you know, Utah Jazz.
You seem like a big Utah Jazz fan.
Hey, Utah Jazz, they've been in contention for the last few years. They've been around that 9th or 10th spot.
Yeah, but see, being like in the 9th or even like cracking in the playoffs, getting the 8th seed, it doesn't help you out. You just stay in that middle ground. The rest of
Yeah, but like I said, being a Clippers fan a decade ago, I would have taken.
You would have taken the 9th spot.
I would have taken. Oh, we almost made the playoffs.
Yeah, but you can't live your life like that, though, right?
No, that's why they got Chris Paul and drafted Blake Griffin.
So, what do you think about the Los Angeles Rams? Did you watch his draft with your dad?
Yeah.
And what did you guys think?
I like Goff because I think we need a quarterback, but at the same time, I'm not super stoked that they traded 3 rounds of picks. Yeah. But it is what it is.
But they want to make a splash because they're in LA.
Yeah.
So you got to get the highlights and everything.
And even as long as they, I think, break 500, Jeff Fisher keeps his job.
Yeah, I think Jeff Fisher should go.
But
again, we can't just stay 500. Me being a newly appointed LA Rams fan, I don't want to just stay 500 for the rest of my life. I won't be happy with that.
My feeling with that, though, is kind of the Clipper argument is before Jeff Fisher took over, they were going like 1-15, 2-14.
But before they were doing that, they were winning Super Bowls.
Yeah, but
greatest offense ever.
And they're not. There's just no way of building that kind of offense again at this point. So
why not?
I feel like. It's sometimes it's luck. It's drafting Torrey Holt.
But you know, drafting isn't luck. There's people that just literally get paid to just look at prospects and get good draft picks.
For example, when they won the Super Bowl that year, Kurt Warner was like bagging groceries before that.
Yeah, and they just found him.
And
somebody found him though. So that's not luck.
But it's kind of luck. It's kind of like we're gonna take a chance on this guy because I kind of like what I saw in the past. And then Trent Green hurts himself. If Trent Green didn't hurt himself, how good would they have been?
Well,
we don't know.
You could say if Drew Bledsoe didn't hurt himself, then who would Tom Brady be right now?
Exactly. So it's a kind of luck. You know, if Drew Bledsoe didn't hurt himself, we might now discover Tom Brady.
Yeah, I wish we didn't. Do you consider yourself a lucky guy?
I would say I'm blessed.
Yeah. Okay, that's a cop-out answer. I think I'm the most unlucky person ever. I don't think I'm ever going to win the lotto. I don't think I'm ever going to win scratchers. I'm not lucky at anything. I think I'm blessed. I think I'm put in opportunities to do stuff.
You want some luck? So I'm going to coach a youth basketball team.
Are you really?
In the summer.
We'll go. So this is what we should do for the podcast. We should go out and we should film just little segments of you coaching, and we should upload it to the YouTube account. I think that's the funniest damn thing ever.
So we had a drafting players.
You drafted kids, right? Yeah. That's a little awkward, right?
Yeah, but
you measuring how tall are you, kid?
Like I never.
Why didn't you invite me to this? I would have loved to go.
I never coached in this league, and there's these coaches next to me that are like, "Oh, this kid, I want this kid," and like,
and he's like 9 years old, right?
Yeah.
How old are the kids that you're coaching?
11 to 14.
Nice.
And
not as much as a pedophile area, but it's still pretty bad.
So if kids didn't show up to this little like shoot around thing, we couldn't draft them, but they were still on the list.
So you could just pick
them. They were raffled,
and you just look for the black
and I got raffled like the second best player in the league or something.
Oh, that's cool.
So I was like, that's the luckiest moment I probably had in my life.
And you're like, how did you get involved in this whole coaching?
Me and my friend.
I'm sorry, but I still don't believe that you ever stepped on a basketball court.
Me and my friend Steven used to play basketball all the time growing up. And we got into coaching because I think he had a younger brother at the time. And ever since then, we've been coaching youth basketball.
So you don't have any cousins or little brothers or anybody on the team? You don't know any of these kids.
No, but my
you
friend,
don't know any of these kids are your coaches.
My friend has a younger brother.
Okay, and you guys are coaching together.
Yeah.
Okay. But if he was gone, I mean, so like you.
It was
still
funny too because like I go up to like the director lady or whatever, and I'm like, "Oh, I'm here to coach," and she's like, "Oh, which one's your son?" And I'm like, "I don't have a kid, so." So you know.
And did you have the man button?
So I just look like some random like.
So you walk up, you say, "I'm here to coach some kids." She says, "Which one is your son?" You say, "I don't have any. I don't have any son. I don't have any kids." Okay, which one's your little brother? No little brother either. I'm just here to do my thing.
Yeah, I was like, I'm just here to Phil Jackson a bunch of.
Did you have the man bun in when you were saying this? Okay, cool.
I think it would have been worse if I didn't have the man bun.
And did you have a
hair flowing?
Did you have a sweater on when you were doing it? Because something about a big man in a sweater with a man bun saying he's here to coach those kids a little bit offsetting.
Yeah, I had a dress shirt on, and everyone was like in basketball shorts, like the coaches. Everyone looked in like little polos, and I'm like there just like dressed like how I regularly dress and judging kids because they can't dribble between cones.
What team are you coaching?
Like the team name?
Yeah.
We were given the name the Heat.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
The Heat. Brian Andrew and the Heat.
Yeah.
It's great, dude. When's your first game?
I think it's in July.
I'm just gonna sit in the stands. I'm gonna chill you on, not the kids. I'm gonna chill you on, saying how great of a play you drew up and everything, and it's gonna be awesome.
Dude, me and my friend take it very seriously.
Listen, honest, if you're gonna go into it, you should take it very seriously. I understand.
Like, we're gonna have the best defense in the league, dude. I promise you that.
So you know the thing about everyone's giving Tyronn Lue a lot of credit because he took hold of the Cavs early on when they were in a timeout. LeBron James was saying something, and he said, "LeBron, shut the fuck up. I got this."
Yeah,
that's what you gotta do. You gotta go in there and you gotta take control, and you gotta let these little kids know who's in charge.
Yeah,
You're not
some
gonna put
11-year-old's gonna be like, "Hey, this kid's fouling." I'm like, "Hey, yo, shut the fuck up. I got this."
Hey, yo, Louis, shut the fuck up. I got this.
Yeah.
11 to 14's like, I feel like the 14-year-old kid's a lot more athletic than the 11-year-old kid, right? It seems like it shouldn't be in that close age.
Yeah, but I think it's just so because
you don't have that
players
much
in the league and stuff like that.
That's awesome. I'm super excited to see your game. We should play a game of basketball after this. You got some basketball shorts?
I could. No, I don't.
I got some. I'll give you some. Me and Fox Quavas versus you and Lex T.
All right, I'm down.
All right, let's do it. We got to put a bet on it. I don't do anything unless we bet.
I don't have much to bet.
I don't have much to bet either. We'll figure it out. So Clippers, we figured out that they're done.
Who's your favorite to win the championship?
Golden State, right?
My heart wants to say the Cavs, but my brain's saying Golden State.
You want the Cavs to win?
I think the Cavs.
This is how. You know what? This is why this podcast is good because I hate the fucking Cavs. I hate LeBron.
I think the Cavs.
Did you see LeBron flop the other day? Talk about flopping. He got a little elbow to the chin, and he went flying about 20 feet.
That's fine.
It's fine. Yeah, that's why you're a Clippers fan, dude.
The Cavs.
How do you like the Cavs?
I think they create matchup issues.
Listen, the Cavs are as mainstream as they get, so I expect for you to hate them.
No, actually, I think
you're a big
lot of people
Charlotte
hate
fan.
LeBron, so maybe that's why.
Maybe that's why you're going over it. Yeah. A lot of California people hate LeBron. Listen,
which I don't understand.
We talked about this kid
because
he's not that good of a guy. He what?
He didn't do anything to California.
Yeah, because we want that. We want the championships. We want to be in the finals 7 years in a row. Lakers want that. So the fact that Cleveland's getting all this shine with this guy that paints on his hairline upsets us a little bit.
Yeah, but he's the best player in the league, man.
Is he the best player or is Steph Curry the best player?
I don't think Steph Curry's the best shooter. I think it's comparing Reggie Miller to Michael Jordan.
Okay, and Michael Jordan was a completely better player.
Yeah, but Reggie Miller was completely better than LeBron James. Like if if they were playing horse, Reggie Miller would probably beat MJ all the time.
You can't say that because Reggie Miller didn't take his team to the finals. I'm saying he didn't take them 6 years in a row. With a little break in the middle. So how could you say that he's a better player than... But Steph Curry is doing his thing. He's the best shooter, but he's taking his team and they're leading it. They're playing small ball, just killing it right now.
I think his team overall as well. I think Steph Curry by himself on like an average team wouldn't do this.
You're such a hater because everyone's loves Steph Curry right now, so you're not going to give him that nod, right?
Well, I think actually I get pretty annoyed because everyone thinks he's this humble ass dude, and
he seems like he's super humble.
But he's staring in the face of people when he makes a three, and I'm like, that's super disrespectful.
No, but I mean,
like Ibaka, like totally.
Those things. He's confident with his shot.
Yeah, like he'll shoot, not even see it go in the basket, and stare Ibaka in the face. That's super disrespectful.
It's disrespectful, but it's super confident, man.
That's disrespectful. If LeBron did that, you would have called that guy.
LeBron, did you see LeBron pass the ball to, I think it was J.R. Smith. J.R. Smith chucks it. LeBron puts his hand up, starts running back to defense, thinking that he made it.
He's confident in his players. He's confident in his players.
Oh.
I think that's a little better.
Listen, so Russell Westbrook does a stupid little dance every time he makes a point.
That's different.
Why is that different than Steph Curry shooting the ball and staring some dude down?
Disrespecting a player right there.
And you don't think LeBron James does that? Did you see LeBron James step over the cat the other day? That's not disrespectful?
I just pictured LeBron James stepping over a cat.
But did you see LeBron James step over that dude? Every time LeBron James dunks the ball, he steals somebody down.
Yeah,
why is that okay?
He's jumping over somebody.
Okay, this guy's the best 3-point shooter of all time.
But
that's not athletic?
He shoots the ball, he doesn't see it go in, and just stares Ibaka, who you could just tell Ibaka's already like you could tell Ibaka's like he just got burned and he's got his face half down, and Curry's like, Ibaka would have fucked Curry up.
I'm not doubting that at all. But because LeBron James could hold his own in a fight, you think it's okay for him to steal people down?
No, I'm just saying, like, Curry...
You're just saying it's okay for LeBron to do it, but Steph Curry can't do it. How do you say that? Every time LeBron James dunks the ball, he looks somebody...
so much.
Yeah.
People love Curry so much that they don't say it.
Off the court, if
LeBron was staring people in the face every time he made a shot...
Every time he dunks the ball, he steals somebody down. Why is that okay?
Because he just dunked on him.
Okay, this guy just shot a 3-point shot 2 steps in from the half court line. Why is that okay? About it.
Curry makes a wide open three and then stares the guy in the face.
Not a wide open three. Yeah. It's a contested three. He looks the guy down. LeBron dunks on the guy and he steals him down, and it's okay.
LeBron's getting blocked. He's getting like massacred to the basket. Of course, he's gonna stare down the guy who just tried to punch him out. Basically.
Okay, so every time Jeremy Lin makes a layup, he should steal somebody down, because there's nobody that gets hit as hard in the paint as Jeremy Lin.
He has a man bun, dude. I support him.
Yeah, listen, it's nuts, man. It's nuts that the NBA banned the way they used to dress in the early 2000s because Allen Iverson was showing up with a 4XL white tee and size 40 jeans. But it's okay for Russell Westbrook to show up in a t-shirt that has 5 holes in it, and that's okay.
But did you see how Allen Iverson dressed for the Hall of Fame?
Yeah, I think he just had a baggy t-shirt.
Dressed like it was like a
1999
music video.
You of all people should respect that.
Yeah, I thought
because
dope.
he's being himself.
Allen Iverson's one of the best point guards of all time.
But that's who Allen Iverson is, right? So why should Allen Iverson put on a suit because it makes you happy, or because it makes Adam Silver happy? Was cool.
Yeah,
it's good.
I thought it was interesting.
Because if you had an issue with Allen Iverson, I was going to jump across his fucking couch.
Dude, Allen Iverson's one of the best point guards in the league, man. He stepped over Tyronn Lue, man.
Yeah, man, he's the fucking man. But was that okay for Allen Iverson to do? Because that was a 3-point shot. That wasn't highly contested.
Man, Allen Iverson has that attitude, though.
Okay, I'm confused. It's okay for Allen Iverson to do
it.
My
argument
because
is
he has tattoos and plays, but because Steph Curry's clean cut, he has no tattoos.
That's what I'm saying. My argument
is
people are like thinking Curry's this humbled guy. He had a tough road to the NBA.
Did he not have a tough road to the NBA?
Yeah, but no, he got drafted in the first round. I don't care what people say.
No. But that's because he killed it at Davidson. He did great. Yeah. You know how many people were recruiting him out of Davidson? About 3 people.
Yeah, nobody.
About 3 people. And he went to Davidson, a small-ass school. So, he fucking killed it. And he still got... You know who got drafted over Steph Curry?
Half the NBA.
Flynn and Ricky Rubio. Minnesota had 2 chances to get Steph Curry, and they passed up on him both times. So don't you feel a little disrespected?
Okay, you can stare down Minnesota then, but don't stare down Ibaka. Listen, you know what I mean? Like I just feel like he has this clean cut image.
Yeah, and that's
and
bad.
then he's doing this stuff on the court that people are not saying. But when LeBron dunks on the guy and stares him down,
nobody says anything about LeBron. What I'm saying is
everyone says everything about
nobody says
LeBron gets the most shit in the NBA.
He gets a lot of shit, but nobody says something about him staring people down. I've never heard anybody say anything bad about
anything
that.
LeBron does, like the decision. Everyone was on his side. He had every right to go wherever he wanted to go.
I've said this before. He had any right to go anywhere he wants to go. The least you could do as a man is pick up the phone.
He was an unrestricted free agent. He wasn't even on the Cavs.
The least you could do as a man for your hometown is pick up the phone and say, "Hey, Dan Gilbert, I decided to go down to Miami."
So if you move to New York, you're gonna call the mayor of LA and tell him that you're leaving?
Instead of Dan Gilbert having to find out on ESPN where is he going, the city of Cleveland finding out everyone knows where he's going. Don't you just make a phone call?
Hey, did you call the mayor of New York that your accent was moving to LA?
No, I didn't. But if I was on the Knicks if I was on the Knicks and I want to go to the Lakers, I would call up the owner of the Knicks and say, hey, man, I made my decision. I'm going to go to the Lakers. As opposed to him having to find out on national television from everyone else. And you know how I know he regrets that? Because he went back to Cleveland. He didn't have a big decision, right? He simply wrote an article.
Well, he got a lot of shit for it, so he wasn't going to do it again.
Yeah, because it was a bad thing to do. But if he truly believed
but all that money from the decision went to some charity.
Some bullshit. So that's okay. So we could do bad things as long as it benefits good people.
You're acting like he killed someone on TV and then the money went to charity.
I didn't say he killed somebody. I said it's bad business and it's bad etiquette to not pick up the phone and say, hey, Dan Gilbert, I'm going to go to Miami Heat. As opposed to having him find out on ESPN.
So
what if your girlfriend broke up with you and she didn't call you and say, hey, we're breaking up? She went on ESPN to do it. And so I decided to take my talents over to Young Baca.
I'm not gonna lie.
You'd be a little bit upset. You'd be a little bit upset.
If my girlfriend went on ESPN to tell me that she's gonna go with somebody else, that would be hilarious.
It's hot. I'm getting out of it, man. Brand Split Podcast. What's your Instagram and your Twitter?
The Gray Area TV.
How's that going?
It's going alright. I haven't posted anything in a while. I have a lot of stuff I could post though.
Oh, that's good. Maybe you should get on that, right?
I don't know, man. How's Monopoly going?
Monopoly was great, actually. We had 200 people. We sold 161 young stockers, and it was awesome. How was Maya's Cafe?
It was interesting. I had a good time trolling a lot of people.
Brand Split Podcast. Brian Andrew.
I should probably say Brand Split.
So go ahead. Do your sign off. Do your sign off. Let's hold on, everyone. Hold on. We're gonna give you a due. This is your chance to show everyone that you got leadership skills. Go for it.
Leadership skills.
Go for it.
No, I'm ending the show. This is the Brand Split Podcast. We got Young Baca and Vodka Gravis and Lex D laughing in the background. And you guys have a wonderful day.
Valerie. How disrespectful.
She's not laughing in the background.
Damn, dude. I'm out of here.
All right.
Slap in the face.
No, you should get slapped.
You blew your sign off, dude. Brand Split Podcast, Young Baca, Brian Andrew. We out.